Hello, I'm WTHR reporter Kevin Rader, and here inside the Fort Wayne Museum of Art, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, and welcome my next guest, Judith Stabelli from the Literacy Alliance here. Tell me a little bit about, first of all, what that is. What is Literacy Alliance?
Literacy Alliance provides instruction for adults from beginning reading up through the reading, writing, and math that they need to know to pass the GED tests. And we also do a little bit of English as a new language instruction.
And the next question, I've asked you this before, but about how many people do you see in a year?
Oh, about 400 approximately.
What are your challenges?
Well, challenges are providing instruction in a way that it's going to meet the needs of the adults that come to us, making sure the time of day is good for them, making sure that we have childcare available, making sure we're in neighborhoods. They're taking time from their families and from work to come into us. And then identifying the skills they need to work on. We do a lot of testing to focus in. So we're not teaching them things that they already know. We're teaching them things that they need to learn.
Yeah, obviously it's a service that's needed, and you need, these people need it to remain relevant, but how do you maintain paying the bills?
Well, that's always a challenge, and it gets more difficult every year. We have foundation gifts. We have lots of individuals who support us, and we really appreciate that. We have United Way support. We have some support that comes from Indiana Department of Workforce Development. So broad range of support, but it is always a challenge.
Speaking of challenge, what are some of the day-to-day challenges that confront people who are suffering from illiteracy?
Well, you know, a simple thing is understanding medical instructions to maintain a chronic health issue. Those instructions are not always easy to follow. In fact, poor literacy skills cause lots and lots of medical complications.
How do these people get to you? Obviously something brings them to you.
Well, word of mouth, interestingly, or needing to get a job, finding they need to have a high school diploma or GED, and knowing that we can provide instruction that will help them achieve that. But for the most part, we've been around long enough and our programs are good. People know that and they hear about it from family and friends.
Do you have some success stories, Judy, that keep you anchored and make you realize that it does work?
Oh, always success stories. From the parents who now are able to help support their children in school, from the mom who was able to get a driver's license, to the young man who was able to enter the armed forces because he had passed the GED test. So wonderful stories, and that's what keeps me going.
Speaking of wonderful stories, tell me about the Komets Comcast, the Comcast Komets Report
That's
Card
an annual event that's so much fun because it's win-win for everybody. Komets partner with Comcast for Report Card Night. That's a hockey game in February. Students with Report Card A's are admitted free to that game. The house is filled, and the Literacy Alliance benefits from a gift from Comcast during that event.
And that's something that kids really look forward to.
Kids look forward to it every year. We get calls asking, when's Report Card Night coming up? And we help publicize that for.
We've got less than a minute now, but what's your biggest challenge?
Well, I think, you know, we went over them. Probably the biggest challenge is making sure that we have the resources, the funding to keep going right now. That's an everyday challenge that we face.
That's a challenge for a lot of people in a lot of different areas.
Many different areas, yes.
All right, Judith Stabelli from the Literacy Alliance. Thank you for joining us on Comcast Newsmakers.
Thank you.
I'm Kevin Rader.